What's going on, everybody? This is Chef Thom, Tea Time for Betters. I'll welcome you all to the show. Going to bring on Frankie G here in just a minute. Today, we have, I don't know how long it's going to be the show. I mean, it could be an hour, it could be 30 minutes. Doesn't matter because we're all about having fun, getting our picks in for the Black Desert Championship this weekend being held in Utah. And let's see, where is my scene with Frankie G? Okay, we're gonna bring Frankie G on. What's up there, Frankie? How you doing there, buddy? Uh-oh. Gotta unmute you. Hang on, I got you. Unmute yourself. There you are.
It's not the first time I've done that.
Yeah, it's all right. I've done that quite a bit too. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good to see you. I like your new hat there.
You like that? I got this in Jersey when I was up at my brother's house Labor Day weekend.
How are you doing in Florida? You getting ready for a hurricane?
Yeah, it's getting pretty nasty. Matter of fact, I'm thinking of like my truck's in the garage. I got a new pickup truck a couple weeks ago, and I got it in the garage here. But it's it's open floors.
Yeah.
And over by the Bleacher Brothers studio, by the office, in the building next door, they have a closed garage. So I'm thinking, I was talking to one of the other guys that I work with on my my other job, and we're talking. Well, how you doing there, Joe? Nice to see you there, buddy.
Yeah, Joe's probably still mad at me. I screwed up his whole show because my mic didn't work the other day. But
Hey, Joe, but we got it figured out. So
it took me 40 minutes past that show, and I figured it out. I'm sorry again.
yeah. Frank's kind of new at this. He's only been doing it for going on a year.
I've been cutting grass my whole life, you know.
Yeah. So, but we're all
Thanks.
good. Hey, Joe. Hope everything's well up there. Down here in Florida, we're about to get pummeled, man. I mean, we're gonna get hammered. So I'm gonna move it. You know, I was talking to my buddy, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the trucks over into the closed garage. You know, I don't want any shit flying around and hitting my truck. You know, brand new. So
You're not afraid of flood water or nothing, just like debris.
yeah. So well, I'm on the first floor. And when we had a really bad storm last year, the water came up to my door. But you know, like my buddy was like, "Yeah, let's go to the warehouse, man, and just get a bunch of bags, go to the beach, and fill them up with sand." And I was going to do that today, but I kind of got a little lazy, and
Give me right.
yeah, I ended up not doing it.
It'll go away.
So let's see. Oh, some Philly fans are jumping off bridges tonight. I might as well just put that up there.
What was the final score of that Met game, Mr. Quills?
Yeah, it was final score, Joe. Steven might even know that, but Steven's not there. What? I did
not score.
Yeah, I can't see it. What's it say?
4-1 Mets.
Oh, well, and they won last night too, like 6-something, right?
Is that it, brother? They're going to the next round?
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure, yeah, because it's 3 out of 5, right?
Yeah, best out of 5.
Yeah,
I think that might be it.
Yeah, 3 out of 5, 1 run on rebound. Oh, so hell you! Oh my God, Joe, you bet against the Phillies? Huh? You bet? I mean, come on! I thought you're a big Philly fan.
Who would have thought the Mets all year with that lousy bullpen? Now they're pulling it all together.
Yeah. What about the Padres? I mean, you know, when I was watching the Padres the other day, they were getting snookered by the Dodgers. I don't know. I don't know what the final score was. Let's take a peek real quick. Let's see. Padres, Dodgers. I mean, I don't. Okay, the Padres are up 2-1. Holy crap! Wow, Padres and tonight 9:00. Padres win, man. They. Wow.
I'm gonna be out in San Diego in a couple weeks for the Breeders' Cup. Maybe.
In Del Mar.
Yeah, I don't know how much extra money I'm gonna have, but maybe.
Are you gonna be out there during Halloween?
I'm supposed to go like on the 29th. My mom's having some surgery. Maybe I might have to stay home. I didn't get her surgery date yet. Blah blah blah. But
yeah, well, I'm going out. I'm going out the weekend of Halloween for my son's birthday. Yeah, I found if I fly out of Fort Lauderdale, super cheap, man.
Where are you gonna be?
I'm going to be in San Diego. I'll probably be down in. I'll probably be like about 20 minutes from the fairgrounds. Where are you staying?
Oh, Cardiff Beach.
Oh, okay. What? One of those
I got
hotels right there on the
I got a marker on the room. You know, I'm like not. Hey, I'm like 70% going. I got to see what's going on with this.
what hotel
It's like a Hampton Inn in the Carnegie in
in
Carnegie,
Cardiff? Yeah, I know the hotel.
and it's right next to like there's a gas station there and a taco place, which is awesome. So
Oh
like,
yeah, the taco joint right next door is the best. Well, hang on a second. Most all taco places in freaking
but it's still pretty awesome to have that
you know.
place right there. I love
Hang
the
on,
taco.
what's Joe saying? Hoping to what the Breeders' Cup. Oh, cool. Yeah. And maybe Frank, if he can get his shit together, do a live broadcast from out there.
Man. It's gonna be tough when the first race is at 11:30 and I got like 20 grand on the line, but
Oh
maybe we
shit!
could go live. If we break in my friend Mike Corrales, then he could be there, and then I could be gambling.
Oh,
That's
there
what
you go.
that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
We need you to break in Mike.
Well, I tell you what. I think we should like talk a little golf here, man. So we got this Black Desert. I got to share this tab here real quick because we're going to do a flyover here in just a minute. I just got to see where I set it up. There it is. Okay, cool. But I got Steven in the scene. I got to fix that. Hang on a second, Frank.
I got some info on the course. You tell me when.
Say again.
I just have a little info on the course. You tell me when.
Yeah. So, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you, while I'm setting up the scene for the flyover, why don't you tell us about the Black Desert Golf Course?
All right, I got a little bit. PGA Tour is back in Utah for the first time in 60 years. The Black Desert Championship is at the stunning Black Resort in Irving, Utah. It really is a gorgeous course. Wait until you see these pictures. But the golf course has, many contrasting colors. You're going to see the Red Rock Mountains, and then the perfectly green fairways. And they have, which is crazy, like black lava fields. I don't know why the hell there's black lava all around. I'm not trying to pretend I know everything.
I have no clue, dude.
But there's lava everywhere. If you have a lava, then that means like the lava came from somewhere, right?
I mean, I really have no clue.
Either way, it's a par 71. There's 132 golfers competing. Par 71. There's two par fives on the front and one par five on the back. 7,371 yards. It's established in 2023. So this is a brand new course, and it was designed by Tom
Tom
Weiskopf.
Weiskopf?
And this is like one of the last courses that he ever designed. I mean, I guess he must be I think he was a professional golfer, and also
Yeah, Tom Weiskopf was a big time golfer back in the day.
and also he's he's definitely well known for his designs here, and this is
Yeah.
one of his best at the last. One of his last designs before his pass. It has really wide fairways. It has minimal hazards.
I want to see
It's a
where
forgiving course, Tommy.
I want to see like where in Utah is it? What's it called? Ivins,
Yeah, Ivins.
right?
Tommy,
Ivins, Utah.
the one thing is when you do go OB, I mean, you're in lava. So you're like your ball, you're not hitting the shit out of there. Like,
Oh, you're in the lava field.
you're on the rocks. Like you're not hitting it out. You might be in a huge divot.
Oh, I see. Wow.
Once you're OB, you're screwed. It's supposed to be
This is kind of out there, man, because
yes.
I mean, I've been to Utah many times, all right, and coming up from Vegas, going through the valley there, and then you go through St. George, and then you're kind of going northeast to go up to Salt Lake, and it looks like, I mean, this is out there, man. This is in the middle of nowhere. It's not too far from the Paiute Reservation.
Yeah, and it's
And
a brand new golf course.
yeah, this is Irvin's is kind of.
Something
I'm
very, very different for the PGA Tour this time.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably about a 20-minute or an hour, maybe under an hour drive out of St. George. Maybe closer. Could be closer. Maybe 30 minutes. But St. George is nice too. So, but what I did was I pulled up a flyover. Okay. And this flyover is pretty cool because it's a new course. And this flyover is it shows the construction of the hole before we see the hole. Okay. So before I do that, I want to go to the card that they have. Um, I should have pulled it up, dummy. What's it called? The Black Desert Golf Course.
Yeah, Black Desert Resort in Ivins, Utah.
I want to see what the card looks like. All right, there we go. All right, golf course. Here's the card. Cool. Okay, good. All right, so the it's how far? Oh, so it's 15 minutes out of St. George. Steven just told me, which is good. All right, this is crazy. They have one, two, three, four, five, six different tee boxes. All right. First tee box they call the Red Cliffs. This is the hole number one, nine handicapped hole. From the tournament um, tees, it's 449 or 493. From the black tees, 449. From the Weiskopf tees, 400. From the combination tee is 360. From the Snow Canyon, which is probably the one I would play next to white, 364. And then you have the Red Cliffs, which is 312. So
It's a lot of tea.
there's like 180-yard difference, between the tournament tee and I'm not going to call them the ladies tees because that's bullshit. It's called the forward tees. Okay. For all you golfers out there, I just want to say something. For all you golfers out there that don't keep a handicap, all right, and you go out on the course and you play from the tips, you're an a-hole. If you're not breaking 80 to 83, and you're playing from the tips on a Saturday, you're a total a-hole. And here's why: you're slowing up the game for everybody else. All right. Don't play the tips. You want to play the tips? Play them during the week. All right. The tips, yeah, you're out there to have fun. I mean, if you're playing in a money game, it's fine. But don't play the tips on the weekends because all you do is piss everybody off behind it. Unless you're hitting your drives and you're carrying your drives 270 plus, by all means, play the tips. But you better be able to make a good approach shot to the green because I ain't going to be standing behind you while you're making 10 different shots to get up to the green. All right? I'm telling you, some of these people, they're like, oh, I don't play the white tees. When you watch tournaments, okay, use the Masters, for instance, they got like six different tee boxes. They got the forward, they got the middle ones, and then they got the back ones. Do you really think that they set the tee box up every day on the back farthest tee? No, they move it. And that's what makes the game challenging. So that this way, you're playing the back tee one day, and then you're playing the forward tee the next, and then you play like one of the middle tees. These guys, show some etiquette, all right? Don't play from the tips. And if you're going to play from the tips and you're holding people up, you better let people play through. Because if you're not, I'm going to send you a couple warning shots. Yeah.
Don't F with Tom.
I have no problem sending warning shots, especially what's Joe saying there? That's one of the
Set
keys
tees.
for each of the Mormons' wives. There you go. Hey, cheers, everybody. I'm here with my friend Josh.
Strobe it. I got to get my
little bit of grape juice. All right, so let's do this flyover here. So again, the first hole could be anywhere from 312 to 493 yards. But when you see this flyover, this is so freaking cool. All right, let me transition this over so you guys could see it. Here we go. All right. So this is the first hole. This is what it looked like when they were building it. All right. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. And now here you go. All right. So here's the tee box. See where my pointer is right there? Beep, beep, beep. There's the tee box. Okay. But look at all the other tee boxes you got. And look, this volcanic rock. Here's the advantage, Frank, to that. God, who was it? There was a tournament. God, the guy's name is right on the tip of my tongue, and I'm watching a spider walk up the wall, and I want to nail him, but I can't get up right now. Um, it was one of the on the Champions Tour, and this dude, it was in Hawaii, and he hit the ball into the lava on a par five,
Yeah.
and it like ping ponged through the rocks, and ended up Jerry. Oh my God, Jerry! I can't remember his last name. It ping ponged, through the the lava, ended up getting on the green, and the guy one putted and got an eagle on the hole. It was crazy.
I
All
believe
right,
it.
so here's the flyover to the first hole. Looks like a beautiful course just from looking at this. Okay, so here we go. Hole number one. This is what the fairway looked when they were building it. We
Wow.
got an elevated green. It's kind of almost like a link style fairway, I want to say, like a lot of undulations. But look at this trap. If you guys could see my pointer right here, this trap. I mean, there's a lot of room out here. This set of lava right here, this is going to cause some problems for some guys. Depending on where the tee box is. If the tee boxes are up, these guys are going to be blasting up here. I don't think I maybe on the first day they might do something like move the tee all the way up so that this way, so one of those days they're going to move the tees up so guys can go for the green. I guarantee it. So here we go. So this is the approach. Oh, so this is not that far out of St. George. Look at we got an elevated green, big ass bunker. God, man, look at that, man! Isn't that crazy how they built that? Wow, look at that. So on the tee box there, or on the green, where that pin is, that's definitely a Sunday pin. What do you think, Frank? Guarded by that
Yeah,
trap?
big time, big time. That's a hard spot back there.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing that's kind of crazy, look at the tee box right behind it. So you get somebody that gets a flyer. We're gonna see some balls going into the next hole tee box. All right, so hole number two is a par four. It's the 11th hardest hole in the course. From the forwards 300, from the backs 418. Obviously, they're going to be playing anywhere from 325 to 418. I can't imagine them moving the tees up on that one all the way to the front. But let's see what the next hole looks like. That's a pretty nice green. Okay, so here's the next hole. It's a dog leg right, which means if you're a fader, and some of these guys on the tour are power faders, this is going to set up pretty good for them. But problem is, let's back up just a little bit here. Problem is, if you blast a drive, you go straight out, you're going right in these traps, but you'll still have an approach shot to the green. So here we go. It's just amazing how they built this course, isn't it? Look at that.
It is wild with all the rocks. I mean, think about the amount of topsoil that they had to bring in there.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
bizarre,
Can you imagine?
bizarre
Look
amounts
at
of
that.
fresh topsoil.
So again, we got this is it's not a very well protected green, which is good. So I think we'll see a handful of birdies on this hole. But if and this is a big if because I don't know how they set the tournament up yet, Frank, is you see this drop off right here,
Yeah,
okay, to the left of the green. If they make this a false front, which I would almost guarantee they're going to do that, they're going to cut this real tight right here. So if they're going to force the players to play right of the green if they set the pins up to the left because it's a lot of risk and reward if you're
yeah,
going for the pin. And if they have this cut down right here, you're going to see a lot of balls ending up down here. We'll probably end up with a handful of unplayable lies and probably a few high scores on that hole. All right, so let's see what number three looks like. Uh, there's the there's what number three looked like before they even did anything to it.
wow.
Okay, number three is a par three. Okay, it's a relatively short par three, even by professional standards. It plays anywhere from 120 from the forward tees all the way to 196. I'm guessing the shortest it's going to be is 153, but probably on Sunday. On moving day, they'll probably move the tee up, but on the final day, that tee is going to be all the way in the back for the tournament, which is 196. And let's see what it looks like. Let's take a peek here. All right, so there's really not a lot of trouble. You do have the water, but that's not going to come into play. What is going to come into play is that sand trap right around the green. Okay, right there. That sand trap, because that's right in front of the hole, and you know they're going to be putting that pin right there. That's going to create a lot of havoc. Okay, hole number 4 is 500 yards. Now that's from the tips. Okay, that's from the tournament. Okay, so let's see what it is. So that hole, Frank, is what hole are we on?
Hole 4.
Okay, hole 4. Like the shortest is 356, the longest is 500. It says 490 on the card, so they must have redesigned that hole a little bit. But that's a pretty long freaking par 4, but it's wide open. Wide open. I mean, there's going to be a lot of players taking advantage of that wide fairway. Um, we will see a handful of birdies again. What do you see when we get up to the green here? They're going to set this up like a major tournament, and they're going to cut this real tight right here. And if you are not on that tabletop, you are definitely in deep doo doo, man. So we'll see. That looks like a beautiful course, man.
It is crazy how they took like a wasteland and made it
Yeah,
like beautiful place.
that's just crazy how they did that. I mean, that is gorgeous. All right.
Before and after,
So
it's
we have the hole number 5 here. Hole number 5, 316. So this is a relatively short par 4. Now, number 5 plays 221 from the forward tees. We'll never see that. The closest we will see it will be 281 to what did it say? 3 something?
316.
316. Okay. Now on the card, it says 350. All right. But going by the video now, again, this is when they were building the course. So I'm sure the card is a lot more accurate because this is not a true layout of the course. This is not really a flyover. What we're looking at is an AI generated course. So but I'm sure it looks exactly like this. All right. So look at the there's a lot of risk on this, but the reward is phenomenal because if they play it up, if they have this at 316, okay, or even 350. 350, you'll get a lot of guys that are going to go off the tee, probably using iron, laying up. But if it's anything inside of 350, I can guarantee you're going to see a lot of players going for it. Now the pin. Let's move this up again. All right, done looking at the rocks. All right, so if on moving day, they're probably going to have an easy pin position, and they're probably also this will be Saturday. For those of you who don't know what moving day is, Saturday that's when the players are making their moves. So generally speaking, the PGA does set up. They will set up a few easy holes that are gettable. And I'm guessing we'll probably see the pin dead center right in the middle of the green. We will see a handful of eagles on this hole. I can almost guarantee it. Once it comes to Sunday, where that pin is placed, that's where it's going to be, and that tee is going to be moved all the way back. You won't be seeing any guys going for the green. They're going to go for position on that hole. So next hole we have. Look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous? I love Utah, man. And you know what? If I had any other place to live other than Florida, I already live in California. Total shithole now. If I had any other place to live, it would definitely be southern Utah. Maybe even northern Utah too. But northern Utah gets super freaking cold. But I do like the snow, and there's so much to do there, man. Just so much to do.
My
Okay,
old roommate moved out there, Utah.
where at though?
I'm not exactly sure about Michael Malerba.
All right, so hole number 6. This is a pretty tough par 4, 446. It says on the card. This is, their rendition 470, but I'm going to go by what the card says. Now, looking at the card, I mean, 446, that's like a par five for me, you know. But 470, now here's the thing. Let's back this up just a smidge. All right, there we go. From the tee box. Where's the tee box? Okay, here we go. All right, so boom, here we go. Tee box right here, where I'm pointing, where my pointer is. Okay, where the so water won't really come into play. I mean, you really have to suck if you're a pro if this water on the left or the right comes into play, because you should be able to carry this mound right here, get past the that cart path that cuts through the center. And why is my thing not going? There we go. Okay, so we'll see a handful of players. This is going to be the landing area right here. Going to be a lot of pars, maybe a few birdies. All right, hole number 6, 470 yards. Huh? Now the card, we got to go to the card because the card is more accurate. All right. What hole is that, Frank?
6.
Okay. Hey, Steven, how the hell do I get rid of my oh, Steven's not there. I can't back up the video now. Let's see, maybe I could go. My toolbar showed up on the thing. Trying to get rid of it. No, I don't want reminders. Get out of here. See, I'm not like a real big Mac guy yet. I'll get there.
You'll be all right. Steve will come back.
Okay, so when he comes back, he can help me out. So hole number 6. Where is it? Okay, hole number 7. This is a par 5, 600 yards. Dude, okay, let's see what the card says, because I'm going to go by the card, right? 592. Okay. All right, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'll probably get on the green in like 6 if I was playing that course. But 600 yards, pretty long, but it's pretty wide open fairway. It is a well-protected green with the 2 sand traps here. Not a lot. I would almost venture to say very few golfers are going to be able to get on the green in 2. A handful of them will. But again, you got risk and reward because you got some pretty deep bunkers right here. Where the pin you're looking at right now, that's a tournament day pin or a Sunday pin. Almost guarantee on the first few days, pin's going to be to the right. Final round, it's going to be to the left. Man, I would have loved to have been out there when they were building this course. I'm guessing we got a par 3 coming up here. Yes, we do. 160. Okay. So this is number 8. It's playing anywhere from 115 to 156. All right. So, yeah, nothing crazy about this hole. We will see a handful of birdies. If they position the pin like it is right there on the final day, that's going to be a tough pin position. All right, so hole number 9. This is 555-yard par 5. Let's go to the card. Go to the card real quick. Bless you again. It says 588 on the card. The shortest end of it is 455. We are not going to see that on this. Okay. So this hole pretty wide open. Just don't hit into the dirt right there or the rocks. Oh, but hang on. There's the golf course. Look at that. You okay there, buddy?
I just keep sneezing. I'm sorry.
Got a little sneeze attack going on. I like this green. All right. Once I show the green again, I'll explain why. Come on. Probably just going to go right to the next hole. You bastards. All right. And I can't back it up right now because of the way my screen is all screwed up. All right. So this is a dogleg left par 4. 408 yards. Go ahead. So for these of you guys listening out there, pretty cool design on this hole. Looks pretty wide open. Man, they must have had to truck in so much freaking dirt for this. I mean, we're talking probably thousands and thousands and thousands of cubic yards. And I'll tell you, crazy. This is definitely going to be one of the courses I want to play for sure. Look at the way they got that green set up. There's your drainage, all that. Okay, here we go. Boom. There. Not a very difficult hole just from looking at it. I haven't played this course. I'd love to play this course. That's for sure. That pin position that you're seeing right there is a Sunday pin position. Might even be all the way back here on the final day. So this way, again, got risk and rewards. You go for the pin, you go a little long. If you got a flyer, you're going to be in the trap. And I'll tell you, man, if you get, let's say you hit a flyer. Hey, Steven, so my toolbar across the bottom of my screen on my Mac, I can't. How do I get rid of that so I can control this video? Can I like move the whole thing to the side or something? It's basically stays there, huh? Yeah. Well, it wasn't there before. It just popped up when I put the when I moved the thing, my pointer there. But here's the thing on this hole right here. If you blast your second shot and you get, you hit a stinger, like you hit a crappy shot, and you plug into the sand trap, good luck, man. You're gonna have a tough shot coming out of there. All right, so we got a hole. No, I believe this is 11. Okay, 520-yard par four. That's tough. And I'm looking at the layout of this. It's just amazing how they kind of changed the topography of this course in order to accommodate these holes. Again, like I said, must have been thousands and probably millions of cubic yards of dirt that they brought in for this. It doesn't look like a very difficult hole, pretty straightforward. Let's move on to number 12, 448, par four. Landing area, play left. Come on, there you go. Okay, so you want to play left over to here. This is going to be your landing area. Again, when you're seeing this rendering, this is a computer AI generated rendering, I'm guessing, of the course. Obviously, they're putting all the pins in tough spots. These are Sunday pin positions, I'm guessing, but not a very well protected green. So we'll see a lot of players going for it. Maybe a handful of birdies on this course. I don't know what the greens are rolling like. I didn't look into that. Frank, you didn't check that at all, did you?
No, I didn't hear anything about the firmness of the greens.
Oh, hang on. Screwed that up. Sorry, guys.
I would assume it's got to be firm if it's in the desert.
Probably going to be, well, we'll see, man. Looks like a beautiful course. Okay, so we got a 523 par 5, all right? Water down the left-hand side. And I don't think it's going to come into play for a lot of players because most of their players are going to be hitting their ball out here to the right, and then coming up and over, probably playing a little bit of a fade up onto the green. Let's see what we got here up on the green. Okay, it's nestled in there, which is good. God, look at this. It's just amazing how everything just changed. Look at that. That's a pretty well protected pin, which is a good thing. So nice. Very nice. Okay, moving on. Number 14, 317. Where's the pin? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You get some of these power faders, we're going to see a bunch of guys going for this green. I'll tell you that right now. Without a doubt, because they're going to fade it in and it's going to roll right up here. If they're cutting this back a little bit and this rough isn't too high, you get some balls rolling up on there or even hitting in there, bouncing off. This could be a very interesting hole. I'm looking forward to this tournament. I'm very much looking forward. Look at that. This must be the signature hole coming up, par 3, 215, with the view behind it. I guess not. All right. Look at that, huh? God, I love those mountains.
That's really beautiful, man.
It is. Have you ever been there, Frank?
No, not to Utah.
Dude, next time you go to Vegas, okay, get a rent-a-car, and I'm guessing it's maybe about a 2-hour drive up to St. George. Might even be less. This is right outside of St. George, and when you're driving through that valley where the river is, and you're going through all the red rocks, it's pretty cool. You should definitely take a trip up there.
Now, my one friend Peter, he's always like, "Come with me on a drive, like just to kill the afternoon," because he doesn't.
Oh, dude, you should. You should.
My brother Eddie went with him, and I'm like, I'm gonna hang back at the hotel.
Hang back, lose money in the casinos.
Next time I better go for a ride.
Number 16, 476. Looks like a pretty challenging hole here. Kind of funnels up to the green, well protected with those sand traps. Um, Pretty nice layout. Big green. All right. We got 17, part 3, 150 yards. And it's this is an easy shot for most of the pros. There's not going to be nothing difficult on this hole, nothing at all. All right, here's the last hole, number 18. So number 18, probably I would say this would probably be the signature hole. Coming in, it's par 5, 565. You got a dog leg left, so landing area is going to be right about here, and you're going to have a straight shot to the green. Thing is, I mean, that's we'll see a handful of guys getting up on the green on 2. The problem is the let's go back to just me and you there, Frank. Hang on. There we go. The problem is with that last hole, you go long, you're going to be in that trap. We'll see probably a handful of handful of birdies, but we probably will see. Excuse me, everybody. We'll probably see a handful of bogeys as well. So Frank, how you seeing this tournament? Like, what are you thinking of playing? Man, I can take this hat off.
Are you done with your new hat?
I gotta put on my other hat here.
Looking at the tournament, and you saw there was like 132 entries. Obviously, it's super wide open. The top 5 players: Keith Mitchell is plus 18 to 1. Seamus Power plus 22 to 1. Patrick Fishburne plus 25 to 1. Kurt Katayama plus 25 to 1. And Bean Hostler plus 28 to 1. After that,
Bo Hostler.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hot Mom Bo Hostler.
Did I say Bean? I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. when he was an amateur, I've told this story numerous times. When he was an amateur, he played in the U.S. Open out in California. He was like 16 years old, and his mom was there to support her. The cameras were on his mom more than they were on him. She's pretty hot. Pretty hot.
My point is that the rest of the golfers are like 30 to 1 to 90 to 1.
Right.
There's no real big favorite here. It's just super wide open. So,
Well, who's the favorite right now? Is it Keith Mitchell or Seamus?
Keith Mitchell plus 18 to 1 and Seamus Power 22 to 1. But
where's Bo Hostler that you're seeing? Third?
Like 5th at 28 to 1 on FanDuel.
Okay, he's at 3 at 25 to 1 on the Hard Rock app. Let me see what he is. Okay, and he's 3rd at 2,000 to 1 on Caesar's app. So again, listen, everybody, guys, gals out there, go to bleacherbrothers.com. You want to upload or go to the Bleacher bet, upload all the apps on your phone. You don't have to do deposits. But here's the thing: a lot of those apps have bonus bets. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Frank. Anywhere from like $250 to $1,000 first time bet. So if you bet $1,000 and you lose, they give you your $1,000 back. I mean, that's a win-win.
That's for Caesars, but then there's simple ones for like FanDuel. You can bet like $5-10, and you're gonna get $200 in free bets. So it's kind of a no-brainer.
Right. So, with this, let me go back to my Caesars app here because it just went to. There we go, golf.
They're pretty much giving away free money for all these for these apps.
Yeah. So my point is you saw the difference between Caesars and Hard Rock, for instance. Okay, Hard Rock has Bo Hostler at 2,500 to 1, and at the Caesars he's 2,000 to 1. So if I'm going to put money on Hostler, where am I putting my bet? I'm going right to the Hard Rock app because I'm getting an extra 5 points on it. So the point I'm making is shop your odds, plain and simple. Don't just don't. I mean, you could be loyal to an app, and that's fine, because you get points and all that crap. I don't really give a shit. You want to make money? Shop your apps, man. Shop your odds. That's the way to do it. I mean, Frank and I have been preaching this since day one. So Frank, who's your favorite? Are you going to
Uh,
play a favorite?
this week, Patrick Fishburne. He got third place at the Barracuda and Procore Championship, and he's like a hometown boy. He's born in Utah. He went to BYU. He's at 25 to 1. I'm gonna throw 300 on him at 25 to 1, so 300 to get back 7,500.
That's a nice little take home.
And then for him, I'm gonna also bet him in top 20 to kind of hedge my bet. So I'm gonna bet him. He's plus 150 to come in the top 20. So I'm gonna put 300 to get back 450. So that's one play. And then the next bet I'm gonna do is uh, what the hell is his name? I'm sorry, buddy. Seamus Power,
Right,
The Irishman.
right.
He's at 22 to 1, three
Okay.
hundred dollars at 22 to 1. So what's that? 300 give him back 6,600. He's posted 27 of his last 28 rounds at 71 strokes or better. So he's always very consistent. And for him to come in the top 20, he's plus 130. So I'm going to throw 300 on him to get back 390.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. What I'm on, I have for my favorite, I got Seamus Power. Okay, 22.5 to 1. So I'm probably, I'm gonna put $100 down on it, get 22.50 plus my $100 back. Okay. What I want to check real quick is if I can do it like a parlay and top 10, because if I'm doing a parlay in top 10, let's see, I would go Mitchell, I'd go Hostler, and people are going to laugh at me for saying this. Lucas Glover. I mean, he's getting up there in age, but the guy is still pretty good. He's still got some game in him. All right, and Patrick Fishburne, good player. All right, so I got 4 selections. If I let's see, profit boost available. Yeah, let's do a profit boost. Oh, but here's the thing: not allowing me to parlay all 4 of them into top 20. Those bastards.
You were living the dream for a minute there, though.
I was because they're all plus. I mean,
Ah,
bet $100 probably be like a 6,000 to 1 freaking, odds. And well, probably if it was 5 to 1s, but still, I'm still gonna put all those guys in my top 20 because that's gonna protect my bet. If one of them comes in the top 20, it's still gonna bring me money. That's gonna cover all my other bets. So I'm good on that.
there you
So,
go.
what do you think, Frank? Are you doing any matchups?
No, man, no matchups this week. Just because I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable with the whole thing. Everyone's 30, 40 to 1. So
Right.
I'm just sticking with the winner and to come in the top 20.
Yeah, it's a new course, a total toss up. I don't understand. Well, I do kind of understand why there's not a lot of big names out there. I mean, Lucas Glover's kind of a big name, but
Where is everybody on the live this week? I'm guessing. I don't know.
well, the thing is the FedEx doesn't start till January. There's maybe like 1 or 2. I'm not even going to say big tournaments before the end of the year. So a lot of these guys are just sitting back right now. They're prepping for next year.
So they make
I
so much money they can just chill out and wait.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a quick look at the calendar real quick. I want to see what the schedule looks like. PGA. Ba, 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 ba. I mean, you got the Shriners coming up next week. Now, the Shriners next week, I will say is probably going to draw. It's TPC Summerlin, and I would definitely say that's gonna draw some bigger names. Okay, it's a $7 million purse. You got the Zozo Championship, and 8.5 million WWT Championship, Butterfield Bermuda in November. Guys are just going to go to play it only because it's Bermuda, and why not?
Yeah.
RSM Classic, Hero World Challenge in at the Albany course. only a $5 million purse, but I will say the Hero Challenge, it draws a nice crowd, and it does bring a lot of players out because they want to support, which is good, and I appreciate that. I know most people do. But we're looking at, like, next year, PGA is going to be turning up the heat a little bit because Live Tour. And listen, I know a lot of you guys out there listening and watching us, watching the stream, are like, "Oh, screw the Live Tour, blah 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 blah." They support terrorists, the people that are funding that. But wait a second, how come nobody gives a shit when the Live Tour sponsors, like over $1 billion towards the LPGA? Nobody makes a big deal out of that. I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I think what should happen. I'm not saying they should merge the two tours, but I mean, we got the live. The live? What is it? Live and PGA coming up in. I was in December. When is that tournament? Hey, Steven, are you there? You're not there. Okay. Live PGA. It's a Steven. Look
Yeah,
up for me. Thanks, Steven. I didn't see you. Oh, you appeared. All right. Look up. The Live PGA, I don't know what they're calling it, shootout. I think it's in Vegas, and it's Bryson DeChambeau and Kepka against Chef. When is it? Where's it going to be?
head to head.
Oh, they haven't announced it in December. What are they, freaking nuts? It's freezing cold in December in Vegas. And they'll probably do that. Well, I mean, it depends on what time of the day. I mean, if it's like, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's like 35 degrees.
It'll be a nice head to head, Thomas. Don't
Well,
complain.
well, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. We definitely better be on streaming for that because it's Brooks Koepka and Bryson against Scotty and Rory.
Really.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, there's going to be a shitload of side bets going on in that tournament. You know, those guys are going to be throwing money around like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I
You
might
know,
put some money on Kepka.
oh, I'll tell you right now. You know, Scheffler and Rory. I don't think they're going to be bringing their A game. I think Kepka and what's shit freaking A DeChambeau Bryson. I
Yeah.
think Kepka and Bryson. Those guys are going to bring their A game because they got something to prove. And I mean, they're both phenomenal players, done hands down. And so is Rory and Scotty. But they want to elevate that live tour. And if these guys beat Scheffler and Rory, I mean that's going to be phenomenal. My money is definitely on Kepka and Bryson. Yeah, I don't care if Scheffler freaking won all these tournaments this year.
I'm with you. We might have to throw down on that one.
Yeah,
December.
yeah, in December. Hey, here's a fun fact. Do you know that Scotty Scheffler's caddy was higher on the PGA money list than like 95% of all the players?
What
Because
percentage do they make?
they get a flat fee for the tournament, and then it's all everybody's different, but the standard is like 10% for a win, 5% for top five, and it's like a sliding scale, and it all depends. It all depends on
So
on the
make it
on the
10%.
golfer.
He made more than most players.
Oh, he did. I mean, Scheffler won what, like 9, 10 tournaments.
Yeah, fucking A. She's one.
Plus did who won the FedEx? Did he win the FedEx this year? I think he did. I should know this. Steven.
You don't want me to remember everything.
Huh? I should know this.
Oh, dogs are barking here.
All right. So 3 hours ago, Rory and Scotty Scheffler versus Koepka and Bryson now has a date, December 17th, Shadow Creek in Las Vegas, the showdown. The match involving PGA Tour and Live Golf players now has a name. It's called the Showdown, and it pits Rory and Scotty Scheffler against Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka. The 18-hole competition we played on December 17th at Tuesday at Shadow Creek in Las Vegas. The formal announcement came from BG Entertainment, which is helping to run the event. Blah, 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 blah. The Northern Irish golfer has been outspoken in his belief that the PGA Tour and the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, which backs Live Golf, need to move their negotiations along so the men's professional game can come together. Oh, so Rory's singing a different tune now. Look at that. Rory's largely been critical to Live in the early times after it launched in 2022, but he shifted after the PGA Tour and PIF announced their framework agreement. And okay, so you know what? Rory's starting to see dollar signs. I guarantee you, Rory's going to be the next one to jump. You know, if Rory jumps to Live, here's what's going to happen. Liv's going to offer him a bunch of money, and he's going to go back to PGA and say, "Hey, listen, they're offering this money. If you guys want me to stay, what can you do?" But I don't think the PGA will just say, "Go scratch, go ahead, go to Live, you piece of shit." Yeah. So
Hopefully they can merge.
I got to see what Joe's saying here. Okay, that's Breeders' Cup.
Got a pair of gold handcuffs with the title. Quills.
Yeah, Scheffler. Yeah. You got a pair of gold. Oh, yeah, because remember he got arrested in what tournament was that, Joe? Hey, listen, everybody. I'm 62 years old. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, and so like I should remember all this stuff, and I should have like a producer sitting next to me that has notes that can like poke all that stuff out. But yeah, Scotty Scheffler. What tournament was that? When he got arrested driving in because there was a fatality, and he drove past the cops. The PGA Championship in Kentucky.
Yeah, he was a mess.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Yeah, he was. But hey, he skated. So, hey, we're coming right up on the top of the hour here. So, I think it's about time to say goodnight. And hey, Frank, I don't think the hurricane's going to be anywhere up near you, but anybody that's living down here in Florida with me, just remember. What does DeSantis say? Hide from the wind, run from I don't know. just don't be stupid. If you're told to leave your home, get the hell out. And if you're afraid of looters, set up some booby traps or something. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Shoot their ass.
Yeah, they're already saying. Like even DeSantis said the other day, if you're thinking about looting, you better think twice because you go into somebody's house in their home down here in Florida, it's totally legal to shoot their ass. And it doesn't matter whether they're armed or not, man. You break into somebody's home. Hey, listen, everybody. Joe's going to be on Twitch and YouTube.
Locked and loaded, Tom.
As soon as we are done here. Oh, so we got to get off the air here. Oh, thanks, Steven, putting up. What the hell did that guy do? Like,
who's coming on next? Someone else coming on?
Yeah, Joe's coming on.
Wow. Quills is coming on next, eh?
Yeah, Joe's coming on next, so we gotta end. If you go over. No, Joe, we're literally wrapping up here right now. I'm trying to say the goodbyes and shit. But you're gonna be on X and YouTube, Joe. Respond back. Check.
What's Joe doing? Football or his own show?
Yeah, he's got another show on in the evening. So, but hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for checking in with us tonight. Check back with us. We may be doing a Sunday show for our result. Oh, it's Joe's personal show that he does.
Joey, I'll check you out, Joe Quills. I'll go look now.
So if we come back on Sunday night, which is a good possibility, it all depends on what the storm does. If we come back on Sunday night, we're going to do a half-hour show. let you know how our picks did, and say goodbye, and then come back on Wednesday, and we'll get ready for the next tournament. I think the Shriners is coming up, so something we'll figure it out. But hey, everybody, thanks for watching. This is Chef Thom. Tea time for betters. We got Frankie G.
All right, be safe. Be
With
safe
his
down in
Georgia hat.
Florida.
Everybody be safe, and adios, amigos.
All right, Tom.